looks like we are live, I would assume. Hello,
Hello.
hello everyone, and welcome to Ghostbusters, the category that is not safe for Marissa specifically, but safe for everyone else, except for the other ghosts around Hollow Nest.
Not safe for Marissa defenders either.
No, it is not safe for Marissa defenders. Y'all heard me in the last run, but I am Dragon underscore Nyx. I actually did used to run this category at one point. I ran a different route of it, but I am familiar with Ghostbusters, and I'm joined here by the meme king himself, Quado.
Hello, it's nice to be here. I was just running in the last ACN race, and now I'm here coming.
It's a great time.
Yeah.
So Ghostbusters is one of my favorite categories ever. It's awesome. The goal of the category is to bust or dream nail all of the ghosts in Hollow Nest. That doesn't include warrior dreams or dream bosses. Those are not ghosts, but it has all of the like random overworld ghosts as well as the ones in Glade. Wait, we gonna sing Ghostbusters? Oh
Oh
my.
my god. I don't think I'm doing that.
If there's like a break in time, I will sing Ghostbusters for the crowd.
Oh,
That's I'm trying.
that's
I don't
fair.
know when would be good for that in this run, but I'll do it. I'll do it for you, Gidge.
There's not really a break in this run, that's the thing. It's all just like go mode as soon as you get claw.
I'll do it in Green Path then. But yeah, we have Zonk running. We have Zonk running here, and they are running like I said earlier that I used to run a very different route of this. I know Quado, you used to run this route.
I'm pretty sure this is the route that I ran, yeah. Unless
Yeah.
Zonka's changed it in this last year, which they could have.
I watched one of Zonk's runs earlier today, and that was just posted like less than a month ago, and it seemed to me that it hasn't changed from
Okay.
what I remember you running.
Oh, that's nice for my brain.
Yeah. The big part about this route that is going to be very difficult is all of the ghosts includes cloth, and there's a very unforgiving section leading up to Traitor Lord, because you're benched outside of Queen's Garden. So if you die to Traitor Lord, it's a pretty severe run back.
Yeah, cloth kind of like dictates like a lot of the routing for this because there's so many source requirements. Like you need J Cloak, which like requires King's Brand, and you need to save cloth and go all the way to QG. Yeah, it's like so much work. So the routing kind of like, I guess, revolves around cloth a bit.
I'm pretty sure. I don't think there's any other. The only other ghost that really requires anything other than just get to it is Marissa and Poggy are gated behind a simple key, and
That's true, yeah.
they're gated behind a simple key, and then all of the Glade ghosts, including Revik, are gated behind 200 essence. Other than that, basically all of the requirements are what you said, like revolve around getting cloth.
Yeah, I was gonna mention Tram Pass as well that we use to like get Vesper and Hive.
Also, yes, this is LP. This is latest patch. So, beginning of this run, pretty basic, pretty simple. You go through Crossroads. You skip False Night in this guy. Yeah, you skip False Night. And then head into Green Path, but about after you get Dash is where we start to see a real divergence from a lot of meme categories and the like any percent formula, I guess.
Yeah, we see some trending action.
Yeah, that's one of the things I love about this category, that it has so much individual speed tech in it
Yeah.
in ways that you wouldn't expect for the run that is just get all the ghosts, you know?
Yeah, it's probably like the most unique run I've ever ran. Like you just everything you do past four is like only this category would do basically.
Yeah,
And I
it's like
find that awesome.
when I think of like unique Hollow Knight category extensions that aren't just a simple gimmick like no spells or no geo, like one of those. It's this, and I think the old school GPZ as we like to call it. Um, but yeah, ready to this out.
That's a good thing this route isn't the old one that does like all of darkness to Kyuchi. Because that did exist
Yes.
for I ran that for a bit and it was so awful.
I don't know who let that exist, and because I think that was still around when I started running Ghostbusters, and that was one of the reasons why I opted to do the route that I did got Lantern.
Yeah.
So there's just been many variations of this. Like we both ran this before it was on speedrun.com. This is the only category, Quado, where you and I can both say that we have both been SRC world record at some point in time.
Oh, true.
Because when this category was added to the leaderboards, when this category was added to the leaderboards, Mayo was the one who added it, and he DM'd me saying, "Okay, Nix, I put your run in before Quado's. Get your screenshot now." And so I have a screenshot where I have the world record medallion for this category.
That's such a Mayo thing to do.
It was very sweet of him. I really appreciated it. I had like the 6 hours, you know, between him doing the 2 runs for me to get that screenshot. But Gidge, okay, Nix, are you ready? Quado, are you ready for some Ghostbusters?
I'm so ready. I'm ready to hear some ghost busting.
Okay, hold on. I'm actually just really quickly, I'm doing a verse and then the refrain, I think. I'm pulling up the lyrics so I don't make a fool of myself on live Hollow Knight television. Okay. If there's something strange in your neighborhood, who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters! If there's something weird and you don't look good, who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters! You know? And you just gotta say, I ain't afraid of no ghosts. All right, there. That's that. Are you? I hope y'all like the content. That's about.
That was great. I love that you included like the little like riff in there as well.
No,
Like,
you have to. It's like the most important part.
Yeah.
Oh, when the dude pogos you instead of you pogoing the dude. I hate when that happens.
A role reversible for sure.
Yeah. Ghostbusters is an amazing movie, by the way. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. I watched it for Halloween with my roommate. It was a good time. Green path is pretty basic at the end. At the end for geo routing, Zonk is going to get the like Moss Knight rocks as well as the Green Path Stag.
Yeah, because basically you want, since spoilers, we are doing training shade skip, we want Shaman early, and also Green Path Stag, because it's a pretty central stag in this category actually.
Yeah, oddly enough.
Yeah, oddly enough, this stag actually is quite useful. So yeah, that's why we get Moss Knights.
It's really rare. Basically, the Green Path Stag is only really useful if you have to come to Green Path for like Grimkin, or if you need to like access QG via Green Path. It's like a very niche scenario, pretty much.
It's very niche because like if you have C dash, it's faster just to go through Fog Canyon to get to QG.
Right.
But like in this category, spoilers, we don't get C dash.
Yeah, it's a rare situation to not get C dash. Also, Zonk used a wonderful method to kill the Moss Knights where you pogo off of the rocks in the corner. I love it. It's sweet. Also, shoutouts to Zonk. I noticed this earlier when Zonk runs that they jump over the bench. I do that too when I run because I've accidentally benched there so many times.
When you see someone jumping over the bench, you know that at some point they accidentally benched there and just ruined their run.
It comes from trauma. Is jumping over that bench.
It's like there's another thing like that where you know the leather that's like in QG that like you need for flower quests.
Yeah, that moves like the block on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can tell which runners have been scarred by that, like where they've hit it and not opened it, because they will wait like a full second.
I noticed that. I noticed that with again, I was watching one of Zonk's runs earlier today, and I noticed that you don't ever have to open that lever in this category, but you do pass by it, and it is a safety. And I did notice that Zonk hit that lever. I'm like, that comes with. It's a good safety to take. But yeah, no, that accidental benching is mainly a controller thing, but I don't know. I imagine it can still.
But let's say that keyboard will get happy if you start slandering controller like that.
So yeah, if you'll notice that Zonk is going in the opposite direction of Claw, so that Zonk can get Dream Nail, which is our ultimate murder weapon for the remainder of the run. Now, you might be thinking, oh, we're doing True Ending Shade Skip and getting Dream Nail early. Obviously, we must be getting Elder Who, which is what True Ending does. No!
We get something worse.
It's something way worse, but it's worth it, I promise. Dream Warriors do not count as ghosts. The only ghosts that matter are the ones that you Dream Nail and explicitly give one essence, including cloth. So.
Yeah, like the NPC ones. But yeah, we need essence to open Glade, and you only get like 40 essence or so from. Is it? Maybe it's only like 20 actually. From ghosts, so we need extra essence to open Glade. Also, another thing I'm gonna point out is that Zonk actually skipped Crossroads tag in this category, because we never go back here.
No.
Which is kind of wild.
This has just some really interesting quirks of running. So here Zonk is setting up True Ending Shade Skip, or Clawless Shade Skip. It's pretty simple. All Zonk has to do is set up the shade, and then once that's there, they are going to collect some soul off of these husks. And he does need to unlock Sly, so we talk to him. And we gather the rest of this soul, and we set up the shade in a certain way. Oh, and it fireballs.
Yep. Zonk's quickly resetting the room.
Yeah. Those fireballs are hard to correct for.
Oh, not again.
Oh my god.
This is the rude shade. Yeah, they're right out to back up, so it's easier just to reset the room.
Yeah, so the goal is you jump into the shade so it attacks you, you parry it, and then pogo off of it twice with some air stalls to get up. It looks harder than it is. It's one of the most satisfying tricks in Hollow Knight, in my opinion.
It feels very satisfying to get, yeah. And it looks cool as hell.
I remember the first time I ever got it, it was one of the most satisfying experiences of my life. I'm like, oh my gosh, we did it. So, pretty typical stuff on our way to Dream Nail here. This does mean that Zonk has to do Dream Plats without Claw, which is always way more nerve-wracking than it actually is.
The thing is, most players will just do the same thing, right? Like, they don't use quantumly, but it's so much scary when you don't have it. It's like, oh,
yeah, you don't realize how much you use Claw as a bit of a like crutch to make sure that you're okay. Until it happens.
So another thing I mentioned is we saved Sly just before, and I challenged chat to guess what we actually use Sly for in this run.
Oh,
It's
yes.
probably not what you would expect.
Yes, chat. What do you think we use Sly for? In his plethora of useful items.
Oh no.
Steady body! Because
You got
Sly
it,
certainly sells it. That's you have to have that Soul Catcher steady body current patch true ending knowledge to know where to even get steady body.
There was one time where I was running Salubra's Blessing Random Charm Auto, and I went to Sly to buy Steady Body, and I was so embarrassed. I was like,
Watto!
damn, I know.
Watto!
I know. I ran the category.
I did
It was
not
tragic.
I did not stay up until 3 a.m. every single night one winter watching you run. Watching you run that category for you to not know where steady body is.
I know.
Obviously you need Nailmaster's glory. So true.
Alright, we're gonna be doing a little weird thing here though. I think like this is the only category that does this actually, where you
I
just
think so.
keep Salubra's bench.
Though I think Zero Geo did something similar to this. Like I know when we saw that earlier, Miss Moo opened the gate, but I don't think it quit out. I don't remember. Really love this movement like backwards through crossroads with dash. It is so much fun.
Yeah, it's really unique as well.
Yeah, like True Ending gets some of it. It doesn't get the first couple of rooms. True Ending at least used to. I don't know if True Ending has changed a lot. Someone
No,
don't at
Trending
me.
still does like Crossroads stag, and then you ride Resting Grounds to Crossroads.
I'm becoming boomer in the Hollow Knight community. I don't know what's true anymore.
You're like
but...
referencing routes 3 years old.
Yeah, this is why we literally just talked about Soul Catcher Steady Body current patch True Ending. It's Anyway, Zonk going through Fungal, very clean movement. It's also nice when it's rare to see a current patch runner, especially one that does the 3 fireball e-pogo, to take that bottom route in the room with those mushroom guys. But you know, Zonk already collected enough soul on their way here through Crossroads, so.
Hey, I appreciate it. There are still runners who do 3 fireball.
I love 3 fireball. 3 fireball and I have been through a lot together, and I would hate to see it go. Very clean 3 fireball from Zonk. Let's see how Mantis Pogo goes. The jerk. Oh, clean.
Very clean. Nice. Alright, so we're gonna be doing fun things here where we don't quit out after claw like a lot of categories do.
I think I've accidentally quit out after claw here before.
No.
Just to ruin my day.
Muscle memory too strong. Yeah.
It's, yeah.
But yeah, we are doing what any category that wants Tramfast does, where you just head back through Fungal towards Deepness entrance that's by the sports room.
Oh, I lied earlier when I said that, like, you know, there's ghosts that don't have requirements, because there's literally a ghost that requires you to, other than Cloth, that requires you to beat a boss before getting it, so.
That is true.
I always forget.
It's not an easy boss as well. It's like one of the tankier ones.
Yeah, not meant to be early game. Oh God, this is the movement in the game that I just really like. It's satisfying, like that air stall to pogo right, and
It is really cool.
it just feels good. It is Hive Knight, correct, because Vespa counts as a ghost, so you have to beat Hive Knight in order to spawn her in on anything post Lifeblood. I just really like, you're so right, I do like this category, it's movement. I'm not gonna lie, watching this run makes me want to pick back up Hollow Knight, so we'll see. Oh, nice, got the inventory damage tank.
Love that cycle.
Maybe
Next
after I
you'll-
grad.
Yeah, I was gonna say you'll pick up this category again for the movement, and then remember how annoying the boss fights are.
See, the thing is that I was watching, again, I was watching one of Zonk's run earlier, and I was watching Trader Lord, which used to be my choke point, and I
yeah.
just kept watching and staring, going, I could do that. Like, with so
I
much
could do that.
confidence that I shouldn't have.
Alright, we are gonna be seeing our first couple of dark rooms of the game. These ones
Yes.
aren't too bad, because we're just heading straight to Galeon.
There's even like a safer way to get to Galeon, but it's not fast. You have to essentially
you
go up
can-
and around.
You can get Trampas first and head down.
Yeah.
And you only do like half of this room, and you do the easier half of this room.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's quite
It's
slow,
easier to-
and Sonic is very comfortable with those couple
Those
dark
dark,
rooms.
yeah,
But yeah.
those. It's like one of the only dark rooms I could like. If I have to do it in any sort of situation, I'm comfortable. Maybe not comfortable, but I can do it.
Nice double
good
at the start of that fight.
A good rule of thumb is that if I a good rule of thumb is if I can do it, anyone can. So
Nice, good
Which in-
fight.
goodbye, Galeon.
I love the scythe just like sliding across the floor.
I know. I also don't like. I never really noticed that the scythe is like the leg of a bug. Like what did Galeon do? In
Is
life?
it his own leg? Like, what's he doing?
What is it? Imagine dying, not knowing you're dead, and then using your own leg as a weapon. Girl boss behavior.
But yeah, we do kill Galeon because 200 essence right on our way to Trampas, and that's all the essence we need to open Glade. So pretty
like-
pretty convenient boss, even if it is quite difficult with just Shaman VS.
Yeah, like Galeon is it's so weird because how I don't know how this category would be routed differently if Galeon didn't give 200 essence. You know, like I don't know if it would be like a Zero or Elder Who situation, or if he would always be in the run because he's just kind of on the way. It's just an interesting thing.
Yeah.
He's just kind of perfect.
He is good. Galeon's perfect, yeah. I was thinking like there is like you can make an argument for Gorb, like if that was the case, because Gorb's like
On the way to
in
Journey.
cliffs, yeah.
Yeah.
On the way to Journey's view going through
Through-
Dermark, right?
Which is
Yeah.
not what this route does. So
Yes.
not this category in general. I used to run a route that went through Dirtmouth, I'm pretty sure. I don't remember the route that I ran. So now we
so-
take the tram.
Yeah, we're gonna be heading towards Hive, but we will make a pit stop along the way, unless this happens later. But I'm thinking
It should happen here.
Yeah, making a pit stop along the way in Basin to save cloth.
Yeah, no, this is... It's kind of interesting how kind of convenient this ends up being linearly, like that you go through the tram and you need that to get cloth here, and you also need that to get Vespa. Yep, this by the way is the only interaction with cloth that effectively dooms her to her fate. Also, this really cool cleanup for Zonk.
That was
It's
nice,
such
yeah.
a fascinating setup. But yeah, if people who've played Hollow Knight before knows that cloth is in a couple different locations, but that specifically, just finding cloth at in Basin and saving her there is the only interaction with her that determines whether she goes to Queen's Gardens. So there's your fun fact.
Her fate is sealed now.
Mm-hmm.
Also, another fun fact: when you're saving cloth, there, you can actually save quit as soon as the ground like starts shaking. You don't have to talk to her like a lot of people think.
Yeah. Also, fun fact: Cloth is one of, if not the only characters in the game that's voiced by like multiple people, because there's
wow.
I don't know her name, but there's like a person who voices like her voice and the sounds that she makes, and then I believe it's Leth voices the cicada noises. So
I love that.
yeah. And
Yeah, we
here we
had some
have
wingless hive content.
wingless hive content. I
Oh, that was
love
really
wingless
clean actually.
hive.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That list so far is really good.
That is hard when you go around and aggro like one extra drill bee. It's kind of like you can be screwed over at the end of the room there, but Zonk did a really good job avoiding them.
Yeah, this has been really clean.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, wingless hive is a lot of fun. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Hive is consistent. I am with Vex on this one. I have been from the beginning. This room stinks. I will give you that. This room
Oh
stinks,
yeah,
but
we got through.
yeah, it's not too bad. The nice thing about Hive Knight is that he sends a bunch of bees after you right at the beginning, so it gives you a chance to heal and still have enough soul for the
Yeah,
fight.
essentially like, yeah, have soul and health. There you go.
Yeah. Unless you get hit by the bees like me, in which case you have neither.
It is like very easy to get hit by them.
No, for sure. So Hive Knight, when you only have Shaman VS, is basically get doubles loser. Hive
Yeah,
Knight
you
is
can
pretty.
get doubles on like the long dash attack, which you've seen Zonk like do a couple times already.
I also am pretty sure with Shaman, like Hive Knight is light enough to get some other kinds of doubles too, not just on the long
Oh
attack.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure when you only have VS, you can only get them on the long attack, but it's like this fight is both deceptively hard and deceptively easy, like at the same time. There's just so many things happening on the screen at once, and Hive Knight is relatively bulky because it's expected to be a late game boss. So please, Zonk, take us. Thank you. Okay, I'm like, please, Zonk, heal.
Good heals.
Zonk put a reminder in the Discord server before going live, going, "Okay, Zonk, heal during boss fights. You can do that." And that's such a mentality you need to remember sometimes.
Nice.
Clean. And here's a fun fact about Hive Knight, or about this split, I guess. Is for the longest time we thought that you had to pick up Hive Blood in order to get Vespa to spawn, but no, you just have to leave the room and come back.
I like the progression on that because it was like, oh, we gotta pick up Hive Blood. Then it was like, oh, we actually need to enter the box around Hive Blood
Yes.
to activate Vesper. And then it was like,
Yes.
oh, we can just reset the room, and that's way better.
It was a very funny chain of events.
But yeah, that's our first ghost, right? Our first NPC.
Mm-hmm.
And it's in Hive.
So after we, I don't know, uproot a kingdom. After we uproot a kingdom by killing the Ghost Queen, now we are starting to head our way into Kingdom's Edge, where notably there really isn't any ghosts, but we do need Shade Cloak in order to get to the Traitor Lord fight to watch Cloth die. So we do need Hornet too.
Yeah, this is like where we like do a huge detour without getting any ghosts, because like not only Kingsbrand is like locked by a pretty difficult and long fight, it also
Right.
hard saves you, so you have to go all the way through her,
And then
do
walk
the
out.
fight, yeah, and then get hard saved, and then walk all the way back.
And we don't even have Ismas or C-Dash or any or wings, like any combination of skills that would allow us to do the acid skip up to get to the, upper KE quickly. So you do have to go through like the bottom part too.
Yeah. Luckily, like, if you're doing Trampas like we are, that doesn't feel too bad.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not awful.
And we do need to do like a cheeky aspid skip.
Cheeky aspid skip. I'm not sure. There's been like very few times, I think, ever in my Hollow Knight career where Zonk remembering the safety.
Oh my god.
I was like,
thinking,
Zonk
whoa.
doing the safety. I think there's been actually very few times where I've ran categories that actually get wings before Hornet. I just really like doing that pogo, I guess. No, Ghostbusters did not kill all the Dream Warriors, just Galen specifically. Because he's useful to us.
I think like if we had to kill all the Dream Warriors, it'd become like basically like trending, and that would make it way less interesting.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if you had to get the, so if you had to get all the Dream Warriors, it meant that you would have to go to Kingdom's Edge twice, like
True.
trending to get, you know, what's his name, the Moth guy. I'm really bad at warrior dream names. First I forget Marmu's name, and now I'm just gonna forget.
The annoying one.
That was like so long ago now too. It's embarrassing. Markov, yeah. I'm just bad at names. Also, Zonk is handling this fight with relative ease, but this fight is not to be trifled with when you only have Shaman VS. Hornet 2 is a bit of a beast.
I stumbled down. Yeah, there is a version of this category that actually, well, a very old version of this category that gets like Shriek. So you have Wraiths for this fight, and that makes it quite nice.
So you say that Wraith's Hornet 2 is nice, but I I've seen you struggle with it.
That can be nice. It can also ruin you, but yeah.
Alright, so now that we have the symbol of our father, we gotta make our way back. This was such an interesting choice of a hard save on Team Cherry's part. Like, I guess it really doesn't affect
It's so obnoxious, like, why?
It doesn't affect the casual experience at all, but us speedrunners are like, why do I have to walk out of Hornet 2?
Is it just because they wanted to have like this like grand as like cutscene where you have to exit the corpse of the worm?
Well, the thing that I always forget too is that you actually take damage inside of the cast-off shell if you're at more than 1 HP, and I forgot that because I'm always at 1 HP when I'm in there. So
yeah, luckily you do get full healed with a hard save.
So now Zonk is making their way towards the Abyss to get Shade Cloak, and like stopping to farm some hoppers and such because Geo is still a pretty significant factor for the rest of the run. So between King Station Stag and our mystery item from Sly.
Mystery item.
Yeah. So that's another benefit of like, it's not a benefit. We don't like having to walk out of Hornet, but hoppers do drop an exorbitant amount of Geo for how little they are.
They do, yeah. And we're trying to do everything we can just to avoid selling to Lem in this category, because like Lem is just so annoying to go to.
Yeah.
Even though we have like essentially a free arcane egg. We still don't want to sell. Yeah,
that's the wild thing is that this category has free arcane egg, but if done optimally, you don't ever use it.
Yeah.
It's also weird, like we don't have a lot of business in city. Like there's just not a lot for us to do in city. So going to Lem, especially on that side, so going to Lem is just kind of inconvenient.
Yeah. Yeah, we do have our Abyss trip here. Just had to get Shade Cloak, which also hard saves you.
Yeah. But that's cool. That's cool because that means that Zonk will get to showcase the Ghostbusters specific Shade Abyss Ascension. Because majority of categories that do this, you would have wings at this point, but we don't. Why would we get wings? None of the ghosts are wing locked. We like suffering here at Ghostbusters. Yeah, no, tram is not only a thing that you have access to in this run, but it's also just a thing that is so useful and necessary for Hive and the cloth save, so.
Zonk did well with that sibling climb. It actually is quite scary without wings, because 2 damage stacks up really quickly.
and also you get so used to not going up all the way to the right, instead like pogoing off of siblings on your way up and stuff. It's not. It's just so different than what you would expect if you ran true ending or all skills or anything like that. Here we go. This is always just a funny save and quit that saves a little bit of time. Mainly because of how the timer works.
Yeah. It might not save time RTA, but like Lola's, it sure does.
I am not sure if it saves time RTA or not. So Zonk is picking up this egg for the funny and also for a little bit of geo safety. It is not necessary normally in the run.
Yeah, everything goes well. It is not necessary.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. I like eggs, and I'm always in favor of getting more eggs.
Egg.
Egg.
Yeah, we do have our not only wingless but also sea dashless abyss movements, so we have to do essentially reverse blue lake again.
Yeah. Yeah. Quado, do you have any comments about like this climb? Because it's like you're good at it. You're better at it than I am.
I actually think this climb is like really fun. I think the most notable thing is like when you don't have wings, a lot of the routes there are like quite limited. Like you have to go basically one way because a lot of the jumps are like wings locked.
It ends up being really confusing if you do take any hazard damage and it warps you somewhere, because it's very easy to get like disoriented.
Yes, it is.
So as soon as you get like warped somewhere, you're like, where am I? Because there's really only one route up when you don't have wings. But
so that was really clean though.
Very
no
well
hazard
done.
warps. Yeah. The climbing doesn't stop there though. we keep going up.
Keep going. Yeah, so Zonk's just going to ascend their way up to city, because the grind never stops, the climb never stops.
We'll be grabbing Tremets for safety, which is very smart.
It's also just a nice free heal for you.
It is, yeah.
Because the next place that we're stopping is a tram, and the next bench is at a tram, or at not a tram, a stag. So it's there's no reason for you to be preserving your save. I mean, like, I think their last save was at Hornet 2 anyway, right? So it doesn't.
It was Hornet 2, then it was Shake Look. So like, if they died here and they didn't bench, they would respawn in Abyss. So like,
that's disgusting.
Pretty good bench to get.
And climbing up this room is always so satisfying as well.
This is a fun room.
Yep.
Yeah, finally in city for the first time this run.
I just thought to myself, why doesn't Zonk C-dash? And then I remembered what category this is. I love that Shade Cloak strategy for just going through that Great Husk, but I would be too scared to. Everyone say hi to Pleasure House.
But yeah, we can abuse our Shade Cloak. Frames.
Everyone say hi to Pleasure House. It totally is not relevant for the rest of the run.
We will never see it again.
No, never.
No murder will happen there.
So grabbing more Geo from Gorgeous Husk here for the stag and the mysterious and the mysterious sly item.
The mysterious sly item.
Yeah. No. What do you say? What is that about a key? There's no Sly doesn't have a key. There's no reason to go to Pleasure House and Ghostbusters. How can you kill something that's already dead? That's what I say all the time when people ask me about the morality of this run. It's like, they're already dead. It's fine. So finally utilizing that green path stag. And this is a long little section here. Yeah,
we're gonna be keeping that bench for like maybe like 10 minutes. It's gonna do us well.
Yeah. And this I always forget about this geo routing as well. We get more interesting geo routing in Green Path here coming up. So I love when categories do creative things for Geo. Like, we see Gorgeous Husk all the time. We see selling to Lem. Let's get some more creative ways to get Geo.
Yeah.
Like, murdering hoppers or, certain enemies that might be in Green Path. I don't know.
Just doing everything we can to avoid selling to Lem.
Yeah, we don't like him in this category.
There's one. Yeah, it's like Liquid Geo, I guess. And there is something in Green Path that really helps with that.
Mm-hmm. Yep, so here we have good old massive moss charger, aka the richest collection of bugs this side of Hollow Nest. I think pretty literally. Mossy and, like, I don't know, the one Mantis Arena are both pretty rich. So
why is Mossy so rich? Like 300 Geo. It's just like a big cucumber.
All of the individual bugs that are inside of Mossy have to pay rent. That's why. And
gonna be doing another pretty unique thing. I don't know any other categories that do this actually, but yeah, we're gonna be entering QG through the Shake-Look entrance.
Yeah. It's like, the only other thing I can think of is I think there was a route of True Ending that could do this as an alternate.
I think True still does this, actually. Yeah.
I think it's one of those QGA saves time if you get it like first or second try, but if you don't, this is faster. So if you aren't confident in QGA, just go this way. Zonk did the same thing in the run I watched earlier, where they just stood too close to that spiky guy. No. And I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, sadly on this patch they do, in fact, have hitboxes on their spikes.
See, in Hollow Knight, I'm normally very, I'm such a, like, current patch-centric person and stuff, but now that I've run other games, like Haiku, at, like, not current patch, I'm like, yeah, it is nice when, enemies are coded wrong and don't do enough damage, you know? It's kinda nice.
So true.
Pretty clean Petra Arena, a little bit of, like, difficulty, but still got through it pretty fast.
Yeah, and picking up a bit of extra Geo there. I have no clue how much Geo actually need at this point, but Zonk seems to have an idea, so
yeah.
I'm glad for that.
And hi and bye to Caliph and Farah Orthop. They were lost in Queen's Gardens and they were arguing with each other, so now that argument is forever settled. Shoutouts to not having C-Dash here too.
It's funny that was our second ghost of this run as well. Like,
yeah, we haven't busted that many ghosts. We've been going for almost 40 minutes and we only have 2 ghosts out of the however many down.
What a category.
Yeah, we really did a good job in the scheduling of putting the 2 collectathons next to each other that require, like, random things. Yeah, there's, like, approximately 20 billion in Glade. I haven't counted them recently, but it sure feels like 20 billion when you're on one mask.
I feel like there's actually, like, only, like, 20 or so.
I think so.
It just feels like so many.
So here we have the Queen's Gardens big arena, which can be a real pain if you're not playing it right, but the goal is just to get as many doubles on the Petras as possible and handle the ground enemies well, and then it's just soul management from there, really.
These are some really nice doubles, yeah. They make it way more manageable if you can kill the Petras instantly, because otherwise they're just so annoying. Yeah.
Petras are the worst. What I hate is being in here with, like, dive and you don't have a good way of killing the Petras. It's so frustrating.
So the one saving grace this category has is we can skip frogs.
Yes.
You don't have to deal with that. Yeah.
Very true. Saving, no frogs, no Marmu, no flower quest, none of, like, those Queen's Garden things. Because oddly enough, the ghost at the end of Flower Quest just kind of appears and bows to you, and you don't get the chance to kill it, so therefore it must not matter.
The one ghost that escapes.
Yeah. Yeah, the trader's daughter is the only
Imagine,
one.
imagine if you did Flower Quest and you could just kill her, and it's like the Grey Monitor still gives you that Mashard. It's like, oh, thank you, and you don't
Thank
you don't you don't tell
No
tell her
one
that you
tell
just
her.
killed.
Alright, so Trader Lord. Oh gosh, I
The
swear
walk
the
into
little
attack.
the little traders are worse than Trader Lord with that. Wait, why is there an extra mantis here? Oh my god, it's Cloth! In with the steel chair! Yeah, this fight is a lot about how you handle the beginning of it. Do you lose health? Do you lose soul? Trader Lord itself is pretty, like, bulky when you only have so little damage, but, like, the attacks are pretty predictable as long as he doesn't walk into you.
Yeah, if you just keep up the same rhythm, don't, like, breed for damage and all that, it's a pretty manageable fight. It gets a bit scary once, like, yeah, this attack comes into play.
And I believe Trader Lord has a tendency, at least I've observed, that they have a tendency to walk forward explicitly after that attack.
Yeah.
So I always, like, move away after that to try to avoid being walked into. But Zonk is doing...
Yeah, Zonk is playing this very safely, very smoothly, rather.
I think even Cloth is getting some hits in. Like, she does do damage. Look, nice, very clean.
She does, like, a little bit, and then the T-pose
like...
from Trader Lord down.
Yeah, I never realized he T-poses there.
He does T-pose there.
That is a very good Trader Lord.
Yeah, that was
fight.
a really clean Trader Lord fight. And now we reset the room so Cloth is here. And
Hi,
sadly
Cloth.
we do not read what she has to say. We just leave.
Bye, Cloth.
But yeah, as long as you keep close to Trader Lord, you won't ever have to deal with, like, the weird, like, orange glaive attack.
Yeah, and we're finally back at that green path bench. And it's just so funny, that was such a long time without getting a bench, and Queen's Gardens is such a brutal area if you don't have damage, so it's really impressive to...
Yeah, Zonk did really well. That was a really good QG.
Very good, yes. Nola? I don't know them, yeah.
The hard stuff does not end here, because we do in fact have a dark room coming up.
Yes. See, if we did talk to Cloth even, we wouldn't understand her. She's speaking simplified Chinese. Zonk being sure to collect full soul so that they can just plow through that boulder with 3 fireballs.
But yeah, now we have one of the more notorious dark rooms in the game.
Geo-Rock Pogo, let's go.
Geo-Rock Pogo. But yeah, we do in fact have Joni's blessing to get Joni the ghost.
This dark room is weird because you just kind of have to have the mindset of just go for it.
Yep.
The only way it goes well. I honestly, it's the only way it goes well for me in the light too. If I, like, stop to, like, think about what I'm doing in Joni's, it's not good. I just have to just go.
Nice, that's really clean.
That's very clean.
Yeah.
Zonk has pretty good pace.
Yeah, taking advantage of Shake Look, like, a few times there as well. It actually helps a lot with dealing with the Vengeflies and the husks. But yeah, if you stop in Joni's, that gives time for the Vengeflies to spawn and then swarm you, and it gets so annoying. So if you just go, like Zonk did, yeah, it's fairly manageable.
If you do stop, you have to like sit there and just wave your nail into the darkness and hope you hit the things that are attacking you, and it's not a good time.
So now we have some glade busting, I think. Oh yeah.
First is our secret sly trip.
Our secret Dirtmouth trip.
Yeah.
And I assume we're gonna be killing the one ghost that actually in Dirtmouth as well.
Yes, Gravedigger.
Which there was trivia about earlier, I saw on the stream.
I didn't catch the trivia, I was too busy trying to eat between these last 2 runs. Hi Tiso, bye Tiso. Hi Gravedigger, bye Gravedigger.
Bye, Gravedigger.
The name of the ghost? Gravedigger, I guess.
Yeah.
Does he have a name? Is he... Can I name him?
His
I should.
occupation, Gravedigger.
I think it's an interesting thing how many of these ghosts have a first and last name, because Caliph and Farah, their last name is Orthop. And like, but Marissa doesn't have a last name. Vespa doesn't have a last name, but you know who does? Poggy Thorax.
The important ghosts don't have last names.
So, shoutouts to Glade. Everyone put your favorite Glade ghost in chat. Mine is Thistlewind. So I'm gonna shout when Thistlewind is coming up. But, oof. So yeah, when you try to take out the ghosts in Glade, Revik gets a little mad at you and starts following you around. And basically your options for that are to try and hit Revik so that he stops approaching you for a second. Or you can Shadow Dash through him, but that means that he'll respond faster. And sometimes you can just dodge it like that, where Zonk just did a hop and it caused Revik to miss even though... Nothing really.
You goal is just to try and get hits on Revik that put them out for like a few seconds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you don't hit Revik, you basically have to immediately press Dream Nail in order to get the next ghost, or else you're just it's not gonna happen. So, I might have already missed Thistlewind too. I don't remember where they are.
No.
It's the one. Oh no! Oh.
Getting the double there.
There's Thistlewind. This one.
No. Oh, the last one.
Literally one left. That's not
what's
too
funny
bad.
is like if you actually get that ghost, you could just go here, Dream Now Revik, and leave, and it probably wouldn't like lose really any time, because you have to reset the room anyway to get Revik.
If you die in Glade on the last like basically as you get the last ghost, I don't think you really even need to pick up your shade. There's really nothing you need it for.
We're not spending any more geo, so I think Song actually just gonna ignore the shade here.
No, literally everything else in the category is movement, so Zonk is probably gonna abandon their shade.
Yep. Which makes sense.
Okay, I want to see everyone's favorite ghosts. We have a Millibug, you know, people like Revik's dialogue. The spirit the Hornet voice actor created. My favorite Glade ghost is the Whispering Root. My favorite ghost is Absrad. It sure is.
My favorite ghost in that room is Revikless.
Revikless. I want to see someone do the Revik skip though. What happened? It's lost knowledge. I don't think anyone knows how to do it anymore. I want to see it.
I've never seen it before. I assume it's just bad, but like I want to know what it looks like.
I've literally never even seen it. If anyone knows how to do Revik skip, like the Revik thing up to the relic, let me know. I want to see it personally.
But yeah, we do have the end of the run here.
Yep.
Oh,
Zonk!
Zonk! The final challenge, the elevator.
When the ADHD wins over.
Yeah,
like...
sadly without wings, you cannot make these jumps. So you just have to suffer and ride up the elevator all the way up.
Something about televator, something.
Truly. But yeah, if you're a Marissa fan in chat, you should probably look away.
Hey look, it's like the cover that I made.
Silence butterfly.
Be gone. And now we get to Pog.
GG, getting the egg as well.
There we go, and that is Ghostbusters. I don't know what the schedule is, or if we have time for an interview. That was a very good run, though.
It was a very solid run, yeah.
I think the biggest time loss was like the elevator there, or like going back for that last ghost, I guess. Very well done. This is not an easy category, so like huge props to Zonk. This is that Traitor Lord fight was insane. This is some of the best, like cleanest Ghostbusters gameplay I would ever expect from like a marathon setting, especially. So yeah, interview for 3 minutes. Okay, let's see if we can get Zonk in here.
Zonk is in the waiting VC, so I assume it's a yes for interview.
Yeah, I assume so. Hello.
Hello,
Hey,
Zonk.
Huge GGs. That was an awesome run.
that was way better than I expected. Okay, if that had, if it weren't for the if I'd like successfully shade cloaked through that last Revic,
You
that
were
would have
so
been like
close.
within 30 seconds of my PB,
Yeah.
which I just got a minute PB too. So like,
Hello.
Wow,
awesome.
Hello, Zonk.
it's like,
Huge
yeah,
GGs.
I'm
That
super
was
happy
an
with that. I
awesome
didn't
run.
die to Hive Knight or Traitor Lord or when I first tried Dark Jonies. Those are the things that I was like really terrified of going.
You were so close.
Yeah, this category is
Yeah.
awesome.
It's an awesome category.
It's just
wow,
beautiful.
awesome.
Like I know it requires you to get over your fear of harming Marissa, but like, oh,
And bold of you to assume I had a fear of that.
How are you feeling during that long like Traitor
It's an
Lord
awesome
section? Like I
category.
hate that section of this route with a burning passion. It's kind of why I don't run this route. Or I haven't. But how are you feeling? Like it ended up going really in your favor.
And bold of you to assume I had a fear of that.
Hello?
Do we lose Zonk?
Did we lose Zonk? All right, and that was Zonk, everybody. No, it wasn't me. I did not bust Zonk. It wasn't me.
You busted Zonk.
No, it wasn't me. Oof. Okay, well, everyone, huge shout outs to Zonk for this amazing, amazing run. It looks like we have to wrap up to move on to the next event, which is what's up next? Is that I feel like it's a glitch thing. Oh no, it's vanilla lockout.
2v2, yeah, vanilla lockout.
Yeah, that'll be good. So, everyone enjoy the rest of the meme festivities. I'll see you all later this evening, or day, or afternoon, or whatever. Yeah.